No bacon, no bull, no way you want to sit on the Appropriations Committee. None of that other stuff sits well with my next guest. He wants the guy running it to be pork-free, bacon-free, earmark-free. And since the pickings are slim for volunteers, he's, well, picking himself. Treasurer Republican Congressman Jack Kingston, who just could be the next chairman, perhaps the most important of all the cash dispensing committees, if you think about it, the House Appropriations Committee. He's on the phone. Congressman, you want to run this thing.
Yes,
you sure of that?
I'm a sucker for hard causes, but, you know, this committee is going to be central to cutting the budget, and we have to have conservatives who have a long track record of being budget cutters. I wish we have everybody on the team to be a total budget hawk, but it's going to take a really tough skin to vote no on some of these things because, you know, by the end of the spring, we'll all be accused of hating seniors, hating children, hating education. Right. And so we're going to have some real tough hides to serve.
But you know what? You're right about the stigma attached to it because for good or ill, you get the heat for any vote that comes up at that committee, and let alone you who wants to be chairman of that committee, which is why so many Republicans, I'm told, including so many of the newly elected, have passed up an opportunity to be on it. You saw Congressman Chaffetz among them earlier today telling me he'd take a pass. We're told, I don't know what the skinny is on that, Michelle Bachmann and others taking a pass. We'll get the real read from her in a few days. But they don't want to be on this thing. Why do you?
Well, I've been in the back room of it, you might say, and I've gotten into these budgets, and the waste that we have in the federal government, which everybody knows about, it's atrocious, and it's worse than you think when you start reading the bills about some of the programs. Right now, for example, there are $290 billion worth of programs that have expired, so they're unauthorized, yet we continue to spend money on them. And you know, this wasn't a Democrat or a Republican it wasn't Democrat alone. Republicans had a hand in ramping up the spending, but we've got to bring it under control. We need to go back to at least the 2008 spending levels. We need to rescind the unused stimulus money. We need to go after any kind of waste. We need to defund.
Well, does that include earmarks? Does that include pork? Is this going to be a no-Benny zone? What do you say?
Well, we've got to get rid of the earmarks, and I think everybody's in agreement with that. But we need to go beyond it and look at some of these grants, because grants are federal government political giveaways. It's a slush fund for the administration to take care of their own constituencies, and so much of it is waste. 28% of the state's budget on an average right now comes from the federal government. And we've got to stop this when it's all deficit spending. And we talk in terms of, well, this is an emergency. We're still funding the war on an emergency basis as if we did not know last year that we were going to still be in Afghanistan and Iraq this year.
Well, you know, Congressman, I admire the heck out of you. I don't know whether you're brilliant or crazy, but you are brave. So we'll watch very closely. Congressman, always an honor.
All right. Thanks a million, Neil. Take care.